Hello everyone, welcome to the network lobby. This is your instructor Eddie, and in today's session we will look at one more network troubleshooting tool called traceroute. It's called traceroute in Windows, but I'll use traceroute throughout this session. So let's start with a demo so that I can show you how this works. I'll use the command prompt to explain you how this works. traceroute is a network troubleshooting utility. While this runs, I'll explain you what this really does in the background. It uses ICMP as the protocol. ICMP is a layer 3 protocol in the OSI model. It sits above the IP layer or the IP protocol. And it's majorly used for two things. One is for error feedback. So you can get feedback and understand if there's a problem in your network. Second, it is also used for host discovery. If you remember, you might have used ping. That's used for host discovery. And today we are going to look at error feedback. So let's look at this output. There were 8 hops. When I say hops, or if you hear hops, that means that we are moving between networks. We're moving into a different network. So there were 8 networks that I traversed. Okay. And you see some millisecond values. So MS stands for milliseconds. And these millisecond values are in the group of 3. So for each host, I can see 3 values over here. Similarly, 3 values over here, 3 values over here, 3 null values over here. I'll come to that in a while. And then the same goes until I reach google.com. Don't be worried, this is actually google.com. If you notice, DNS resolved it to 216.58.203.174. And that's exactly this server. I can show you that as well. So if I try to reverse lookup, see, so this is google.com. This is probably the edge server that is representing google.com. So I'll do this one more time. This time I'm going to run a packet capture. In the next part of this series, we'll try to understand how this works. So let me open up Wireshark in the background. And let me keep this ready. Okay. So let me start that and capture this information. As I told you, this is ICMP. So I'll put in an ICMP filter. That's a display filter on the top. I'm still capturing all the information, so it's a best practice to capture all information and then filter it out later. So I have not put in a capture filter. I put in a display filter only. So I'm capturing all the packets in the background if I want to have a look at them. So as you can see, it's following the same process. So these are different hosts or hops or routers or any layer 3 networks that are present in between while I was trying to reach google.com. So in the next session, we'll be looking into the packet capture and trying to understand what really happens in the background, how ICMP is actually used, and I'll show you one more unique finding that you might not have noticed before. Till then, I want you to read about ICMP, and in the next session, I'll catch you again. Thank you for tuning in. Check out my other videos on YouTube and Facebook. Happy learning.